Hi, my name is Nell Kessler. I'm an actress, I'm a comedian, I am a writer, I am a host, and I am a pygmy marmoset that acquired language. Scientists are stumped. I'm very happy to be here on Inspo Recipe, talking about my inspirations for both my comedy broadly and my inspirations for my most recent show, A Very Honey Holiday. A Very Honey Holiday was a special edition show that we did as part of Energizer Honeys, the show that I co-host, which is a comedy variety extravaganza. So the first ingredient is 30 Rock. This is kind of the base of all of my comedy in addition to this show. So this is kind of the roux, if you will. This show, I joke all the time, is like 60% of my personality. It's just so many jokes per minute. They're so smart and so stupid at the same time. That's gonna be a through line in a lot of the ingredients in this dish. A joke I recently wrote that is ripped off from the style of 30 Rock is, the joke was about how the midterms were supposed to be a red wave, but they ended up being a low tide, the kind of low tide that smells bad because there's seaweed on the beach. The second ingredient is a little mix of all that and the Amanda Show. This is, I would say, like the spice mix that you're adding throughout the dish as like kind of the flavor base, you know? These two shows are like my biggest comedy influence. As a kid, it was so cool to see people performing, acting, and doing comedy that were not adults, that were kids, and it really kind of inspired me to say, like, I should start working on this craft now. The next ingredient, and this is a very, very important ingredient for A Very Honey Holiday. Have you heard of Christmas by Matt Rogers? Have You Heard of Christmas is an incredibly funny comedy musical Christmas special concert by Matt Rogers, who is one half of the podcast Las Culturistas. It's all musical comedy and the songs are all about Christmas in some way, shape, or form. They're so stupid that they're smart. Since we set out to produce a special edition of Energizer Honeys for the holidays, this inspired us very deeply, especially because my co-host Delia does musical comedy. So we had a few musical numbers in the show. Got this jacuzzi running. It's like so fucking stupid. The next ingredient is Naomi Ekperigin's set from Two Dope Queens. This is a hearty cup and a half, and this is with your dry ingredients. And I know that I said that there's a roux involved too, but there are also dry ingredients. This is a complex dish. Naomi Ekperigin is one of my favorite stand-up comedians, and this set in particular is one that I have watched over and over and over again. Her execution and her delivery is like so precise and so clean, like down to the syllable. There's also a political slant to it, and part of the material that I wrote for A Very Honey Holiday was some political satire, so I love that that element is there too. The final ingredient is the collective body of work of Michelle Buteau. So this is like the whipped cream can that you're gonna wanna spray on top. She's a stand-up comedian, she's an actress, she's appeared in a bunch of Netflix projects, she has a podcast. Nobody has a bad time when they're watching her. That's what I love the most about her. That is a goal of Energizer Honeys as a show. It's high octane, it's really high energy, and we want everyone to be like part of the circle and like feeling like they're having a warm, fuzzy, glittery time. Thank you for cooking with me today to make this weird flour-based, sweet, savory, spiced, whipped cream monstrosity. I hope it tastes delicious. But if you want to find out for yourself, you can come see Energizer Honeys. Energizer Honeys is a monthly comedy variety show. Follow us on Instagram at Energizer Honeys for info on our next show, and have a lovely day.